What's good, Pan Bros? Peter from Panda here. Just ordered, bought myself one of these new Spigen Neo Hybrid cases for the iPhone 6 Plus here. Thought I'd throw that sucker on. This has hybrid protection, dual layer protection. Comes in this nifty case, and it is sealed up pretty good with little stickers all the way around. I was just looking to see if there's a quicker way to open this up. Gonna do it as quickly as possible. But the interesting thing about this case, I'll tell you right now, is it advertises shock absorption technology. So my assumption is that when you're using this thing, you can kind of throw it on the table, throw it on your desk, throw it in your car's center console without worrying about the phone getting jarred. It has, it's kind of a bumper case, and so I believe it's two pieces, and I'm going to tell you right now. So here it is. We've got there so you can see it. It is, yes, a two-piece case. So there is this kind of standard TPU rubber case that goes around the phone. As you can see, it's actually much more squarish than I would have thought. The inside is curved here to get a good grip around the rounded edges of the phone. It's a little bit of texture here, kind of this padded type of surface. There's these matte areas are raised a little bit. You can run your fingernail here and kind of feel the depth change. They're not huge grooves, but that's part of, I think, this shock absorber protection like feature. And on the back, it's just a checkerboarded flat rubber texture, which is nice because it doesn't really show fingerprints that badly. It seems to would take abrasion okay. Nice big opening here for the case. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this on. Cutouts for the buttons, which is kind of interesting, and I'll show you why that's important here. But kind of goes on like an OtterBox case would. Fits on there pretty snugly. You've got access to your buttons. And then the bumper, which looks metallic, and I got it here in gunmetal, is plastic. And the buttons are plastic with a little metallic finish. So nothing on this is metal. It doesn't, it feels kind of flimsy and light, but once it's on here and pressed into place, I think it's going to make, it'll kind of fill in and work pretty well. And there on the side it says Neo Hybrid embossed in the side there. So I'm going to kind of get it in there, and actually it's pretty snug. You kind of got to work it to get it over this lip on everything. But the cool thing is, because that plastic case, or the plastic bumper portion is rounded, you get the feel and the comfort, the really nice comfort of the design form factor where it's really rounded. And actually the rubber, or the TPU rubber case, might be a little hard to see here, actually has an edge that is rounded as well. So it really blends into this bumper very nicely, and this dark color is pretty slick looking. The buttons then, it has the plastic buttons here, so if I hit the power button, that should power up, and if I hit, let me see if I can get into the phone here, and these buttons work great. Volume up, volume down. One of the drawbacks is the mute switch is a little more buried because of all this extra material you've got around. As you can see, it's fairly deep in there, but your fingernail can get it, and if you're not trying to do that with it in your pocket a lot of times I kind of throw the phone in my pocket, and when someone comes in for a meeting, I just kind of covertly slip my hand in my pocket, not playing pocket pool, and throw my phone to vibrate. It's going to be a little bit harder to do that with this case, but overall, it seems to be pretty substantial and add quite a bit of protection. On the bottom, I got a little vinyl stamp there. It's got nice cutouts for everything. Your speaker is open, nice pretty big cutout here so that you can fit your lightning cable in there. And then also this port around the headphone jack and the microphone there, it says on the site is Beats headphone compliant, so I assume that the larger 3.5mm jack housing will work with there, no problem. And then on the top, that is just debris, sorry. And then on the back, you can see that you've got the full cutout that Keeps your microphone, your flash, and your camera lens nice and accessible. So overall, this is really nice. I've been really happy with the Spigen products in the past. They've always just done a nice job, high quality, not super expensive. This case itself on their site, and I'll put up a link, is 35 bucks. The cool thing about it is this bumper. You can order it in a variety of different colors. This one here is the, I believe what they call gunmetal, but it's available in a copper or champagne, red, white, blue, yellow, gray. So you can get it. You can definitely kind of customize it and personalize it a little bit for yourself. But like I said, rubberish back, feels pretty sturdy. I don't think, kind of like this TPU rubber case, that if you're a person that's concerned a lot about the iPhone 6 bending problem, this isn't going to really add much structure, because this is a pretty thin, kind of more aesthetic and comfort piece around the outer edge and the bumper and the rubber. But from shock and drop, I don't feel bad about taking my iPhone here at about 6 inches and dropping it onto the table. If you want more structural protection, that's where this Spigen thin shell case, I think, is going to be a little bit better for that. So just your personal preference, but in terms of look, I think this really looks great. Peter von Panda, out.